American Becky Holder. Rebecca Holder, 41 years old, from Palmetto, Georgia, aboard Courageous Comet, 14-year-old gray gelding, U.S. thoroughbred. And she has competed well here at the Rolex aboard this horse for a couple of years in a row. Fifth in the dressage with an excellent 39.3. That's what she brings into this cross-country phase. So Becky Holder trying to do as well in this run, Jimmy, as Karen O'Connor turned in on Mandiba.
Yeah, Becky, she has the horse that the entire eventing world loves and would love to ride. He is phenomenal. He's a thoroughbred horse, but he can be equally good in all three phases. He sparkles at the trot. He loves the crowd. He likes to do dressage. You can see how easily he gallops and jumps here. I mean, this thing is just a machine. And Becky knows now she's in here as an individual. And so it's just her and her horse out there. She doesn't have to worry about the team. It's a great spot for her because she had a super dressage ride. And he's starting out looking like $1 million.
You know, it's an interesting thing where you have a team competition and you have some individuals that are just going for themselves. On the other hand, I would think here at home that obviously they're all cheering for each other, even though she's not officially on the team. Today, for her to turn in something good, that kind of would lift the spirits of the entire team, would it not?
Everybody. And the thing I have always loved about this sport from the very beginning is that all of these riders are competing against the course. They keep track of the scores, of course they do, but at the end of the day, they don't feel like it's a head-to-head competition. It's the horse and rider against the course. When you watch this competition, if you are inside the tent where the athletes are watching, because they gather to watch this, they all cheer when somebody goes well. Not just the people that are carrying the flag on the saddle cloth, the whole crowd. And if a rider and horse start going not well, you'll hear them groaning, and the horsemen go, meaning, come on, come on, come on. And 30 or 40 people are in there raising cane. They're on the side of the horse and rider. It's a great atmosphere.
Becky Holder.
That's a great effort. Oh! Wow, did you see how easily the horse stepped across that ditch? I mean, she won the American Championships recently with a horse that is so brave and so courageous. You see why everybody's crazy about him.
It's a great name for a horse. His attitude is a Courageous Comet. Let me go fast, and I'll do the jumping for you.
Yeah, and he's brave as a lion, too. I like the look on Becky's face coming up there. Eyes focused on that rail. Gallops right up to it. Oh, yeah. Jumps it exactly where she wanted to jump it, meaning very close to the white flag. I thought I saw something go here. I thought I saw something there. Yeah, watch the replay. Yeah, back there.
Looks like a shoe.
Yeah, she lost a shoe. You see it rolling across the grass there. She pulled a shoe. I wondered what that was the first time we went by. That's not good, Tim, because it means she's going to have to be careful on the turns, that he doesn't slip in front. And also, they can step on a rock or something out here, and without the shoe, they don't have the protection that they would have normally.
Well, Courageous Comet will have to continue to show courage the rest of the way here. Missing the shoe. This is Becky wearing one of those.
I'll tell you, sometimes that's almost a good thing if it turns out the way Frankie's ride turned out, because it makes the horse and rider really paranoid, and they take care of business all the rest of the way around. Becky's taking care of business. This is a big spread there, 2 strides, and they have to jump a big identical spread going out. This is about the halfway point on the course. Looks like she's doing well for time.
Frankie Ostholt, 34-year-old German on Mr. Medica. You'll be seeing him on the course as well, along with Becky Holder, and he is 9th in dressage, 40.7. Becky Holder was 5th with 39.3. That's their scores bringing in here to this cross country.
After the dressage phase, all the experts got together and they looked at the score sheets, and then they just shook their head and said, hey, it's a horse race, because the scores are all packed so close that you could be 10th and still have a chance to win it.
Absolutely. So Becky Holder, nice clean riding so far with course. Becky Holder of the United States on Courageous Comet. Having a clean ride here, 39.3, her dressage score. 4 minutes to go for her.
Yeah, she used her stick a couple of times, and she was right, because Courageous Comet looked at that 17A, that big ditch and brush, just looked at it a little bit. He kind of peeked. He jumped it fine, but she was right. She knows her horse. I've never seen this horse even blink at jumps before, but this is the World Championship. Good there. She got the speed just right. We've seen people come in there a little bit too fast, and they have trouble in the landing. They jumped the...
And Becky Holder ahead of him on the course. For Courageous Comet.
Yeah, you see her looking around, because when she galloped across the road, the horse will make a different sound with the foot that has a shoe on it or doesn't have a shoe on it. And you saw her looking away. She's trying to figure out what's going on. Most of the time, the rider cannot tell that the horse cast a shoe, threw a shoe right at that instant. It's later on when you feel them slip on a turn, or when you hear the sound of their foot beats is not steady rhythmical. She knows something up. I think that's why she was a little off her line there at that big corner in the shade, because he did not jump that the best.
Oh, that makes sense for sure. She's a couple of minutes from home here, Becky Holder. Again, like William Fox Pitt, very familiar with the terrain, but this is a completely different course set by Michael Etherington Smith. And they are posing a little problem there.
Yeah, he's had a sketchy round. You know, not at all what I had been expecting, given the way I've seen him go in the past, and given his record. It's a little bit of a surprise, and it just tells you how hard the course is. You have got to bring your A game to this course.
Absolutely, and of course, Bush told, remember, the 2008 Olympic gold medal winning team of Germany, lots of good experience. Won the German championship 3 times. Here's Becky. Jumps there.
Yeah, you know, her ride through there it's an analogy or a metaphor or whatever it is for the way this course is. The good riders set it up and they ride it, and you think, why is that hard? And you watch it 4 or 5 times, you say, wow, that's no problem. And boom, somebody comes there and they don't take care of business, and it unravels right there in front of your eyes. And Becky's taking care of business. You see her sit up a little bit, take just a little bit of a hold. She was going to get too close to the jump, settled her horse, ping, he jumps it right out of stride. 4 to go now, but 4 very hard jumps.
It's a great finish, isn't it? Because each time we've made that same comment to remind the viewers of 4 very hard jumps. And this is at the end. Tired horse, tired rider.
And going the hard way. Oh, I wouldn't have done that. She took back on the rein. She got into Addis stride. But this is such a wonderful horse. He did it anyway. Just past 11 minutes now, 10. And one to go. But she's got to concentrate. We've seen problems everywhere from the first fence to the last fence today. But she jumps it all right.
So, heading for home is Becky Holder in Courageous Comet. Watching the time tick off, 11:22.4, a little bit of time penalties there, 42.5. What she brought in here, good job by Rebecca Holder and Courageous Comet. Riding as an individual.